What up, people? It's another day, another beautiful day here in Western New York. Out here raining. It's cold, but I'm on some DIY today because I don't feel like spending no money. I need driftwood for my tanks. I live next door to Lake Erie. Yeah, that's Lake Erie, y'all. And look what washes up on the rocks when you are here by Lake Erie. We've got driftwood. Look at that. Look at all of that driftwood. Like, I can get little pieces, big pieces, flat pieces, rounder pieces. Like, yo, straight up and down, DIY your tanks. Get as much free stuff as you can. One thing I'm learning in this hobby, you don't have to break yourself to have a nice looking tank, especially when you live in an area like I do. Yeah, it's cold, wet, and super duper nasty out here right now. But all the free driftwood I can collect on my own without consequence. Yeah, I think I'll take that. I think I'll take that choice over going and spending butt tons of money at, you know, LFS and whatnot. It's nothing against my LFSs, but if I can save a dime, I'm gonna save a dime. So we're gonna go ahead and DIY. I'm gonna pick up some driftwood. I'm gonna take it to the build, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. We're gonna see what we come up with. I'll be back. Absolute treasure trove of driftwood. These are some really large pieces, but as you can see, we've got some smaller pieces. We've got mid-sized pieces. Yo, the driftwood is abundant over here by Lake Erie. And it's free? Like, how can you beat that? Look at these pieces. Little stuff, you know, you gotta dig in and try to find some things, but for the most part, yo, this is all free, beautiful, already waterlogged driftwood. And it's coming from out there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking across Lake Erie. Look, there's even more. Look at all of that. Look at that. Look at it. Like, it's everywhere. Everywhere. Driftwood, people. Free. DIY. Yo, DIY is the way to go. I don't care if you're doing fish tanks or anything else. DIY is the move. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish collecting, and I'm gonna get back to y'all when I get to the house and get all this stuff spread out so I can really show you what I picked up. All right, so we are back at the house. We collected everything. We got it back here to the crib. And I must say, I'm pretty happy with my little haul here. So without further ado, let me show y'all what I got. So right here, we got us a nice rooted piece. It's got a pretty long branch on it, but I'm gonna cut that because I'm not gonna have one that's sticking out of the tank and all that good stuff. Got a nice larger piece here. Now mind you, all of these pieces are already waterlogged, so I don't have to boil and soak. But upon the advice, the big homie Steve from Warrior Planted Tanks, that's right y'all, Steve, Warrior Planted Tanks, go check him out. This man, very knowledgeable on botanicals, driftwood, different things of that nature. Now down here, these two right here, absolute favorite pieces. Look at this. When I saw it, before I picked it up, it reminded me of a big piece of, what's that crap called? Manzanita. That I saw in my LFS, one of them. Absolutely identical in size and actually shape as well. LFS, 35 bucks or more. Lake Erie, free 99. This joint right here, she's a beaut. She's an absolute beaut. But like I was saying, upon the advice of my bro Steve from Warrior Planet Tanks, I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna bleach them down real good, kill any parasites or anything like that that might be trying to reside. I'm gonna rinse them down real good. I'm gonna hit them with a nice shot of hot water first to rinse them, and then just, you know, kind of like warm water. Make sure everything's nice and clean. I like this piece too right here, but I'm gonna have to do some trimming and shaving because it's as waterlogged as it is. For some reason, this bark is still on it, but I think we might be able to rectify that. It's another nice one. This bigger piece right here, I like that one too. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, DIY. Those are the 3 letters for the day. DIY. Driftwood. If you live near a body of water, it's there. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. Unless, of course, your local authorities or, you know, park rangers, whatever you want to call them, decide to approach you on it and, you know, say something to you about it and tell you to put it back. Okay, well then, yeah, of course. Follow the rules. But for the most part, Lake Erie shores, the outer harbor of Buffalo, New York, is an absolute treasure trove of driftwood. Go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up. See what we come up with. And just for reference on size, I'm gonna go ahead and measure these pieces out, just so you know, these ain't no little tiny slouch pieces. I got some nice size stuff here, so go ahead and measure these out. I'm not gonna measure this one because, as I said, I'm gonna do some trimming on it. I wanna cut that branch a bit, probably right about there, where that little curve is. But moving down to the other pieces, we're looking at this one here is, hang on, I'm working with one hand here. All right, this piece right here, bam. We're looking at roughly 19 to 20 inches here. This is just a branch right here. Sorry about that. This is just a branch right here that I picked up, but as you can see, 31 inches. True measure. This right here, this is one of my favorites right here. I like this. So it's kind of hard to measure it, but overall, going from the farthest tip to the nearest, we're looking at about, oh, she's a good 30, 31 inches. Then we come down, we got some smaller ones, but again, still not very tiny pieces. This one right here, we're measuring out about 13 and a half. Just another piece of, just like a branch piece here. Oh, sorry about that. 21 to 22, 21 and a half, 22 inches. This guy right here, 10 inches. This guy right here. Oh, sorry, gotta reposition here. Look at that, 13. And another piece, the last but not the least, we are measuring out at, bam, 14 inches, y'all. These are not little pieces of driftwood. These are not just little scrap sticks. These are the 100% real deal right here. Like I said, locally sourced, free. I live in a treasure trove of driftwood. That's about it, but that's another story. So, that's it for today, boys and girls. DIY driftwood. I'm gonna go ahead, get this stuff cleaned up, bleach it down, hit it with some hot water, and figure out where I'm gonna put it. I I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed, that has hit the like button, that has left comments. I appreciate every last one of you. I'm not very wordy, so my replies, my responses to your comments might be a little short, but trust and believe me when I tell you, sincerely coming from my heart, man. I thank every last one of y'all. I appreciate all the advice, all the help, different things of that nature. Yes, I'm shouting out my man Steve, Warrior Planted Tanks. Go check him out. You want to plan out your tank? You want to do Blackwater tank? However you want it. If it's got anything to do with plants and driftwood and that, go check out my man Steve, Warrior Planted Tanks. Again, thank you all. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you like what you see, you want to see more content, subscribe. I'm going to be coming at you at least once a week if I can, at best. And again, I'll holler at y'all later, man.